This is for Taurus. I hope you guys had a good weekend. Let's see. Oh, okay, that was too many. All right, Taurus, this is going to be for money in your regular life, love situation. Life, love, feelings, all the above. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, you guys have Transporter. All right, so the first card that's coming out here is Gift. You have Growing Up, and you have the Past. Okay. How did this weekend go for you? Did someone from the past come in? Was it memories from the past, or maybe friends? Maybe a situation you've been battling kind of stirred up again this weekend? We'll see with the tarot, right? One of the first cards you guys have here is a gift. And it says someone might give you or lend you money. That's always good to see. It says they may help you in some way. Helping in some way. And that's in whatever way you need it. Just a really good thing, because this will be a gift from God. And it will form in whatever way you need it. Some of you may get a cash bonus at work. You may have hints of that with your coworkers, or maybe your boss may have mentioned it to you. But some type of bonus that you may not even be expecting that can come in here for you. But it also talks about you have these really nice talents and gifts and abilities, right? And the only thing you have to do is just do it and watch people flock to you. Okay? And I mentioned this on other signs before. This happens with people who can sing and people who can write. So I just feel like you just have to put yourself out there, right? But that's what I see. It says explore them, because there's some magic waiting behind you. Now here with Growing Up, I'm not saying that it can't be you, but I do feel like you could be growing up because you've realized something. You've learned lessons dealing with certain people and not really trusting yourself. Here with Growing Up, it says it's time to step into your own power and stop engaging in childish qualities. And I know that's kind of harsh, but for most adults, it's relying on someone emotionally in love or relying on someone financially. It says it's time for you to realize what life is like without depending on someone. And it's not saying that you don't need help with something. This is like perpetually depending on somebody or something for something. Depending on someone to love you, to make you feel whole, or depending on someone financially for years. And it's like you got to put your best foot forward, because there's some talents within you, or you have some type of ability to get things done, but I just feel like you're not giving yourself the credit. Don't rely on others, okay, to clean up your mess if you make mistakes. But I do want to let you guys know that this is also in harmony with other people, right? This is in harmony with people who are like, oh, you know, they want to live with you because they made so many bad mistakes in life. Children who are grown, right? And just relying on their parents perpetually. Again, this is a perpetual thing. I'm not saying that some of you guys may not need help from time to time, but I feel like this is more so a perpetual situation. Avoid depending on someone else when it comes down to income, like I said, or your emotions. There's somebody around you that some of you have been loving for a really long time, and they don't really need to be there, but they're there because you are afraid to be by yourself, or you're afraid of what life will feel like not having this person around, even though they don't really give you what you really desire. That's what I see with their growing up. Now here with the past, it says there's something from the past that's coming back, perhaps an old job or some unfinished business with a lover. It could be a friend or whatever. Look to the past to understand the future, a lesson, an experience, or an old skill. And I just said that about the whole experiencing stuff, right? So like something could have already occurred, and it's more so the memory of what has happened so you can be a better person, so you can move forward. Transporter actually talks about that. Transporter actually talks about moving forward from a situation that wasn't necessarily the best for you. Okay, and what does it say? It says this card is a good indication that things will start moving for you in a really good way, maybe even quick. Okay, quicker than you. Okay, I apologize about that. My alarm went off, but it's just basically saying that there is a your circumstances are going to start improving, and that whatever that means for you. But you got a lot of traveling here. Some of you guys may get a job in transportation, driving, shipping, something like that. If you apply for a position, this will sound good for you, right? Maybe you're a trucker. This could be a new trucking position. This also talks about maybe traveling as far as a pilot. It could also be like a airline stewardess, okay? Some of you may actually travel for work or will be traveling for work, something dealing with your work and career, okay? All right, let's get to your second deck of cards. This is for Taurus. You have a sextile at the bottom of the deck, which is always good to see. Oof, you guys have Venus, Taurus. You guys have been snapping off with this Venus energy. I know for a fact because it keeps coming out here for you. Whoa. Fire element here says passion, sudden events, dramatic, instant attraction, assertiveness, fast, desire, spontaneity. Oof. There's something really good coming in here because it's coming before Venus. And Venus talks about love. So imagine having a love that's so passionate and it just happens out of the blue. Oh my goodness. It can happen. You can fall very fast for this person. You can desire someone very strongly here with this energy. It talks about art. Art could be music. It could be drawing, something like that you guys like to do, write poetry. Some of you could go to poetry, sessions with your lover. But it says it's about a relationship, okay? It's about a relationship with yourself and definitely other people. Be careful with overindulging, because sometimes with this type of energy, with this whole fire element and Venus, life can just feel so amazing. And I see wealth here as far as your money, a lot of luxury, things that you guys may not have been able to buy. You may be able to buy now. I love these cards. So it makes so much sense, the reason why Transporter came out, right? It makes so much sense that it talks about your life starting to move in a really good direction. And I do see a lot of traveling here. Make sure you guys can hear. Okay. Now here with sextile, it says an opportunity, open doors, collaboration, supportive energies, helpful abilities, promises, and developments. It's an easy flow energy. And I really do see that life is going to start moving very smooth for you. This is just something that I see that you guys have been really needing to happen, okay? But this is just a small reading, just a small one. Before I go, I am going to pull some tarot. Just one card, because we're going to get your tarot reading. Maybe that day I'll read one and then post it later on. This is for Taurus. Pretty stressed out about some things here, Taurus. is what I'm saying. You got the 7 of Pentacles here. And you got the 7 of Swords. You got a lot of 7s. This definitely deals with relationships. Some of you are going to be in a long-term committed relationship. Some of you are going to find your partner. That wealth is coming though. Something dealing with your finances is about to pop off in a really good way. Money that you weren't expecting, something that you did in the past here that could be coming in. I mean, it could be with courts and stuff, but I don't necessarily see that. It's just some money that I feel that some of you are not expecting. Somebody's looking back on you. This is why that 7 of Swords is here. There's somebody from your past who wants to see you because they're thinking about you. And I don't know who that could be for you guys individually, but a huge, huge energy about someone from your past. Or someone looking back on the past, and it's causing a lot of reminiscent energy at the moment. A lot of reflecting here. You even see it with the 7 of Pentacles. We're going to get into it with the Tarot, okay? Huge opportunities, like we said before here, though. Even with this sextile card, you see it here. Opportunities and open doors. And then the Ace of Pentacles came out. Can't get no better than that. Taurus, I love you guys. I'll see you back here again real soon, okay? All right, bye-bye.